Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be drinking a variety that I don't normally go towards, but as I promised earlier in the year, I said I would be trying more Belgians and Belgian beers, the various styles of Belgian beers. And so I decided I was going to grab this one because, quite honestly, I almost never see a Belgian beer in a can. And this is the Hell's Keep Belgian Style Golden Ale. Older versions of this actually called it the Belgian Style Strong Golden Ale, and in fact when I went to BJCP to look for the characteristics, I discovered that it too lists it under the category is Belgian Style, and then it's Strong Gold Ale. So Hell's Keep is a complex and refreshing Belgian beer experience. Unique flavors and aromas created during fermentation along with bold carbonation produce this devilishly delicious Belgian Golden Style Golden Ale, but 7.75 ABV. So, I did go to Untapped. I discovered that 7 of my friends have given this a score of 3.25. 3,500 of us have given it a score of 3.65. Beer Advocate gave it a score of 3.74 out of 109 rankings. So, I did a little work on, investigating on Belgian beers because my stepson gave me this really great atlas of world beers, and I've been going through and trying to check out things and learn more about beers, and I discovered that the Confederation of Belgian Brewers claimed that there are over 400 different varieties unique to the Belgian beer category. What's more, over 60% of all the beer from Belgium is exported, rather than, so they're not even drinking, they're drinking less than half of the beer that they make, so just consider that. Golden Strong Ales, Belgian Golden Strong Ales usually come in between 7.5 and a 10.5 ABV. This one comes in at 7.75. The IBUs are usually 22 to 35. According to Untapped, this has 30 IBUs. Belgian Strong Ales are known for their fruity and hoppy notes. The fruity usually evokes pears, apples, oranges. Comes in at a yellow to medium gold color with a big and long-lasting head. And then I discovered this out too when I was looking in my beer atlas. References to the devil are very common in this particular style because Duvel was the original, I guess, Belgian style Golden Strong Ale developed by Mortgett Brewery as a response to Pilsners. So you'll see Hell's Keep is the name. It has this very satanic looking, devil looking creature on the front. So that's why you oftentimes see devils referenced in these particular beers, the same way that, when it comes to Box, you always see the ram, because Bach is the German word for ram. So that is why you might oftentimes see devil references. Going to be using my Belgian glass that Nancy got me out of my, for Christmas, out of my beer glass set, and crack this bad boy open. Just want to let you know I did pay $1.99 for this 12-ounce can. So let's see how this bad boy pours. And it's pouring very golden color. I'd say almost hay. We do have a strong, resilient head right there. Nice and foamy. Doesn't seem to be dissipating too much. Have lots and lots of carbonation. I don't know if we're getting through on the camera just how much carbonation, but I got to describe that as a medium-high carbonation. Whew, boy, do I smell yeast. I smell lots and lots of yeast. Beyond that, I do smell the fruitiness, a little bit of, well, like as said, pears, apples, oranges. I actually smell all 3 of those. Yeast and fruit, and behind that is a little bit of malt. And I'm going to try to finish out this. See if anything new appears as I add to it. No, it does not. Okay. So I think we've covered the carbonation and the color. The head is definitely, as I said in my notes when I was looking for BJCP categories, it's supposed to have a big and long-lasting head. So I think it's time to just delve right into this and start drinking. Cheers. For somebody who doesn't normally like Belgians, this ain't bad. This has, well, it has almost no alcohol burn, which is kind of surprising with the 7.75 ABV. I'm going to describe this as a very low mouthfeel. It's oftentimes described as having a dry, bitter aftertaste. I'm not so much tasting the bitter, but I am definitely tasting the dry part of the aftertaste. So that's where the malt is definitely coming through. And as I said, yeast was the predominant smell behind that fruit, behind that malt. And I think that's why we're getting malt on the aftertaste. Now I'm going to have to describe that actually as a low mouthfeel. There's almost no spikiness to it whatsoever. This isn't bad. It's not going to win me over to the variety. I would give this a 3.5. Since it's in a can, I'm going to give it a 3.75. Would give that anyway, but especially a variety that you almost never see in cans. I mean, how often do you see Belgian beers in cans? So hats off to Squatters for doing that. And those of you who aren't familiar, Squatters is a brewery out of Utah. They really love to antagonize the LDS Church. Oh, and I also forgot to mention this does have an enjoy by date on it, 5/14, so I'm actually ahead of the game for once. You know me, normally I'm looking down and seeing a best by date and discovering that I'm 2 to 3 months late on it, so I'm digging that too. This is not bad. Like I said, it's not going to turn me into a Belgian fan, but it's a pretty good beer. So until next time, drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.